Hello and welcome to the W. Mason Coach Report with head men's basketball coach Joel Mihalich. Welcome, Coach.
Great to be here. We're excited to get going for another road game.
Coach, team's now 6-3. Great week for Hofstra basketball last week. 2 quality wins on the road. Just talk about the wins over Monmouth and the win over Ryder overall.
They really were good wins. I mean, you and I know this. It's tough to win on the road, and those are really good teams. I mean, they're not household names, although Monmouth has become a pretty good name, but they're very, very good teams who will do well in their league. So to get those 2 wins in a row, we're really proud of that.
We'd be wrong to not bring up the end of the Monmouth game.
It's been talked about.
It's been talked about a little bit. You win 85-84 on a three-pointer with 2 seconds and change from Jalen Ray. Just give us overall thoughts on the end of that game and just all that transpired in the 48 hours after that.
Well, it's been incredible. I mean, the national media, ESPN. I'm just so happy for the university. I'm so happy for Hofstra that people all across the country are talking about Hofstra University. So that's just a wonderful thing, and when what happens when your basketball team can win an exciting game. So we're happy about that. The end of the game, I've been asked so many times, do you practice that? The truth is we have practiced that. We don't do it every day. It's such a desperate play. It's such a once in a, not a lifetime, but once in a long time play that happens. What I'm proud of is that we practice situations every day, and our guys try to think the game every day. What do we need to do? We need to make a foul shot. We need to miss a foul shot. We need 3. We just need 2. So they're thinking the game. The fact that all those 3 really hard things to do happened in a sequence. I said this truthfully. We practice that play in practice. It's never worked.
And let's talk about that second half of that game. You were down 15 points with about 15 minutes to go and made the comeback. And you made the comeback with a couple people on the court that aren't usually on the court in Jalen Ray and Stafford Trueheart.
Right.
What did they give you in that game that you really felt like that deserved them to keep pushing towards complete the comeback?
I would say if you needed one word, it would be energy. They both came in and played with a lot of energy, and we were lacking that in the first half from the guys that. Everybody should play with energy. It's the only way to play the game. You should be energized. You should be enthusiastic, and those guys gave us some energy. Both Jalen and Stafford, they competed. They played hard. Whatever they did as hard as they could, and it gave us energy.
The coverage was great. Every single media outlet talking about Hofstra basketball was great. I know I've talked about it with others. Are you at least stunned by the amount of coverage it's gotten?
I can't believe it. It's incredible. I guess it's because it is such a unique play, and it just kind of snowballed. But it's been fabulous. And again, I'm just so happy for the whole university.
So you win that game by 1. You hope there's no what's the word I'm looking for? Letdown, hangover from such a great win, and then you go on the road again, another road trip, and you win at Ryder, which a team looks like could possibly win the MAC.
Oh, very talented.
Just talk about that victory. Just incredible efforts offensively from Justin Wright Foreman, Eli Pemberton, and there he is again, Jalen Ray.
Yeah. Well, you're right about Ryder. A very talented team, 1 through, I'm going to say 8. Very, very talented team. A lot of firepower. You have to do what we did. You're going to have to outscore them. Anytime if they should lose a game this year, it's going to be because the other team literally outscored them, and that's what you have to do. And they did a great job of shutting down Rokas Gustis. You just couldn't get the ball inside. They just absolutely couldn't get the ball inside. So thank goodness our guards were up to the challenge, and they were able to make some plays and score. And those 3 guys, what they combined for 75 points, right? That's pretty doggone good. And again, it's a credit to them to being ready when they needed to be.
I'm personally the president of the Joel Angus fan club. Another quality game from him that kind of went quietly just with all the offensive firepower that was going on. 8 points, 10 rebounds, and just keeps constantly putting up numbers like that, 17-11 at Monmouth. Just talk about what he's meant to this team this year.
Yeah, that fan club is growing. That's becoming a really, really big fan club. And if you're the president, I'd like to be at least on the board of trustees because he is he's a special guy. He's a high character guy. He is as good a person as you're ever going to find. And, the good things happen because he makes them happen. He's got his limitations like we all do, and they don't stop him from being productive and making the team win.
Win streak's now at 3. You're 6-3 on the season, as we mentioned earlier. Big game tomorrow. Battle for Long Island again at Stony Brook. Your thoughts going into that contest?
Well, it's fun. It's exciting. It's going to be really difficult. It's going to be challenging. Our biggest problem is going to be that we handled them pretty good last year, and there's no doubt. Like every other coach in America or every other team in America, they're going to. The first thing their coach said, Coach Bowles said to their team was, "Hey, remember last year they embarrassed us. You know, it was a game. I watched the tape last night where we couldn't do anything wrong. They couldn't do anything right. They simply couldn't make a shot. Very talented team. They'll remember last year. You know, we better be ready to go because it's going to be a dogfight."
And then break for finals, and then a very unique week next week. You got a home game at Manhattan against Manhattan at Adelphi, and then you got the game across the street where you're actually the road team against Villanova. We'll talk about that next week, but it's going to be a unique week, isn't it?
Yeah, well, starting with tomorrow, it's going to be, how many days is it? Today's the 11th, right? So the next 11 days are going to be a lot of fun.
Great. Coach, thanks for joining us today, and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us in the W. Mason Coach Report with head men's basketball coach, Joe Mihalich.